Chapter 8 Labor. It was the middle of April. My mom was 39 weeks pregnant, which meant Gala was going to come very soon. We snuggled for 3 weeks, since when the baby comes out, Mom was going to be very busy. One day we were reading books. I was trying to finish Ben and Shaw, and my mom was reading a book too. Suddenly, Mom began taking deep breaths. It caught my ear because we did that breathing last week. She said that breathing would help her contractions get better. Contractions is a fancy-nancy word for a really bad stomachache when Gala comes out. Mom, are you okay? I asked worriedly. I don't know, she said. Her face was wet with sweat, and her hair became a little bit straggly. I decided that was a no. Are you practicing, or is it for real? I asked just to be sure. My mom gave me a look that meant it's for real. Oh my goodness, I think I'm going into labor, she said, hugging Gala. Labor meant the baby was going to come. I jumped up and said, Do you want me to call a taxi or something? It's okay, Destiny. I can do everything I need. Suddenly, she cut off and laid back. Mom, I cried, alarmed. Before she said anything, I knew she needed help with everything. I got her hospital bag she had packed several days ago, fed her some ice water, called a taxi on her phone, called Grandma, and helped her out the door when the taxi came. I learned these things in a book Mom read called An Everything Book for Pregnant Women. I had to drag the hospital bag first because it was the easiest thing to do. Then ice water, call Grandma, and taxi. I knew Grandma's phone number, and there was a friend of ours whom was a taxi driver, and luckily he was available to drop off Mom at the hospital. Mom was hugging Gala and groaning and moaning the whole time. Bye, Mom. Come back soon, I said after I practically carried Mom to the taxi. She looked too painful, but she gave me a weak smile and nodded and mouthed, Thank you, as the taxi zoomed off. After a few minutes, Grandma Dawn came to tend me. When she came, she was shocked that I was alone. I told her the whole story, and she hugged me. You are a very helpful and smart girl. Your mom is very lucky to have you. I smiled, but it was hard. After that, we went in the house. I finished Ben and Shaw while Grandma knitted away. Mom would have been proud of me. I tried to be proud of myself, but I couldn't feel proud of myself. I was worried sick about Mom. I wonder if she'll be okay. I heard that some moms become vegetative patients, persons who lost consciousness and exercise function due to cerebral damage, but maintain functions such as breathing, digestion, absorption, and circulation. Or die during birth. I hope not. My lip trembled, but I managed not to cry by biting my lip. That night we managed a dinner of salmon island and bread rolls, but I couldn't eat a thing. I was afraid if I ate anything I might throw up. Grandma only ate quarters of her food as if she was afraid too. After that I brushed my teeth, washed my face, got into my pajamas, said goodnight to Grandma, and got into bed. I couldn't sleep, so I read a book until I fell asleep. But then I woke up from a terrible dream. My mom was dying and the baby was dead too. I read books that were the most comforting until they were too soggy for my tears to read anymore. I hardly slept.